What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over 6 different Google Display Ads optimizations that you can make within your campaigns. So I'm going to be using this old campaign that I ran, and I ran this just as an example, but it was a furniture sale that I ran in April. So let's just say I want to get this campaign back live. We're running another furniture sale for the next month, so I want to make the optimizations to this campaign before I relaunch it. So I'm going to go over some of the things that I would look at for one of my own campaigns or a client campaign when it's time to optimize your Google Display Ads. So let's get started with my list of optimizations here, and then we're going to go into each individual thing and kind of give you a little bit of insight into what you're optimizing. So optimize your landing pages, your display ads, your targeting, your bids and conversions. You should be using smart bidding for your Google Display Ads, the location that your ads are actually showing up, and your offer. So let's get into number one. Number one, optimize your landing pages. Where's your traffic going? What are people seeing after they click your ad? So you want to make sure you're asking yourself some of these different questions at the bottom here. Where's my traffic going? What are people seeing? So in this case, I am running a furniture sale, so my ads are all geared around farmhouse furniture. Obviously, people are seeing these as display ads, but one of the things that I like to do is go to Google search and search the main keyword that you're kind of promoting with whatever it is you're trying to sell with your Google Display Ads. Essentially, what we're looking for here are just some landing pages. So I've gone through to some of the ads. We have an Overstock ad right here. Overstock actually had an organic option here as well, so I clicked on both of them. And then I scrolled all the way to the bottom of the page, and I found this one more ad here for James & James Furniture. So we have these 3 different landing pages I pulled up along with my own. So I'm currently sending traffic to this landing page where you can see people can click through some different categories. If they scroll down, there's some different products for sale here. Over on the left-hand side, the one thing I really need to refine here is farmhouse products, is make sure that this actually matches the category. So this doesn't really perfectly match the category because I have some lighting here. This is a Ray Dunn product that I actually have to regenerate the image. But what you can see here is this is my landing page, so I could definitely make improvements to it. There's really no offer on the landing page either, so I need to make sure I put my offer on the landing page. But let's look at Overstock's landing page. So for their advertisement, so at the very top of the page, you can see they had the first advertisement here below the shopping ads. So if we click, this is what their landing page is. So I come in, extra 15% off select furniture, featured categories, need inspiration, virtual showroom, beautiful desks, and then they have a bunch of categories here. If we keep coming down, how to style the curved furniture trend, furniture by price, fluted furniture trend. So they have some different trends here. They have some pricing, they have some categories. So it's a good landing page to try to get people in who are looking for a broad category of farmhouse furniture, and then they can click through and choose what they actually want to buy. Now, the one thing is it just shows furniture here, so there's nothing geared around farmhouse furniture. So that's the only real downside I see with this landing page. It's not really geared towards farmhouse, it's just furniture in general. Now, their organic listing is actual farmhouse furniture. Basically, they just have their farmhouse filter here. So any product that they have as a farmhouse style is on this page. So this isn't the greatest landing page, truthfully, because you don't have categories of products. You're just kind of showing different random products here. And to me, they're not all completely farmhouse related. So not the greatest page, but organically it ranks really well, but that's because it's Overstock. So let's look at James & James. I actually really like this landing page. Now you come here, and essentially at the very top is a storytelling video. So they're showing, buy our furniture. You can see it's not some large manufacturer that's making thousands and millions of pieces. They're showing this garage where somebody's putting together actual furniture. You can see all these different furniture pieces here, like a showroom. So if we come down, we can click through to some of these different categories. Why our customers love J&J built furniture, along with some testimonials. Watch from James Garage. So they have a lot of different things here, and I like this landing page overall. So number one, make sure you're optimizing your landing pages. And one of the things that you can do is, let's say you have your responsive display ad here. Now, I'm going to go into a couple different things here, but if you're running 1 or 2 responsive display ads, let's just say you are running 2 responsive display ads. That's going to be another one of my optimizations in a second. So let's say you have 2 different ads here. What you can do is duplicate your ads in your ad group. So we come here, we take the existing advertisement, we edit, we copy it, and then we paste it. So we're going to paste it right into this ad group now. Okay, and what you're going to see is we have our one original advertisement here, and all you need to do is duplicate this ad and then we can A/B test our landing page. So we have the same advertisement running. You come into this new advertisement and just upload your landing page. So what I would probably do is create a brand new landing page on my website. So if we come back over here, here's my current landing page. I'd probably create a different landing page, maybe feature some of the categories more, put some testimonials in there, make sure I have an offer at the top of the page, maybe some different featured farmhouse furniture products. So all of these different things could really help my landing page. So what you want to do is just do a couple different designs on your landing page and see if you're able to see a lift in your conversion rate so you can improve your cost per conversion. So we come back over here to Google Ads. All you need to do is come to the top of your responsive display ad and just change your final URL here. So we update our final URL, keep everything exactly the same, click on save, and now we're testing our landing pages. So that helps us optimize our landing pages. So this might be something you want to do monthly. So every month, create a new landing page, duplicate your ads, remove whichever landing page isn't performing as well, and then start testing the new landing page. Because what you're looking for is lift. So if you test this for a couple of different months, you can figure out, okay, this is my top performing landing page. This is the landing page that is the winner between all of them. So this is the one we're going to run moving forward. So it really helps with your conversion rate optimization to actually optimize your landing pages. And a lot of people don't think about it when you're looking at your display ads campaign to understand where is the traffic going, what are people seeing after they click your ad. The conversion happens on your landing page, so you need good landing pages. So I'm going to spend the most time on this one. So let's bring us to number 2, optimize your display ads. So I broke my own rule here. Do you have at least 2 responsive display ads? And have you tested standard display ads? So let's come back over. And the first thing I want to go over are standard uploaded display ads. So some of the different file types, you can use GIF, JPEG, PNG. So you can use all 3 of these different formats here. And then these are all of the different ad sizes you can create. Now, it's a ton of different ad sizes, and if you're not working with a graphic designer and you're creating your own display ads, you can see this can be a daunting task. So what I would do is I would create these 2 sizes, so 160 by 600, 300 by 600. I would create 728 by 90, the leaderboard. I would create a 970 by 250, and then I would create all 3 of the different mobile ads here. And the main size you really want to focus on is 300 by 250, which you could also essentially expand and create a 336 by 280. So when we're looking at advertisements to create 300 by 250, 336 by 280, 160 by 600, 300 by 600, 728 by 90, 970 by 250, and then the mobile sizes. So that's what I would recommend as far as display ads. You don't need to create every single size. But if you are creating, for example, a 300 by 600, it's generally not that hard to kind of resize your advertisement and create some of these different sizes as well. So the more display ads, it helps. And what you want to do is make sure you're running standard display ads. You might want to run 2 variations so that the better performing display ads are actually showing up more often. But more importantly, create at least 2 responsive display ads. My strategy that I've been using with display ads is we're going to come back here. We'll click on save. If we scroll down, generally what I'll do is I'll create 1 responsive display ad, and then I will take this responsive display ad and duplicate it, and I will test the images and the videos against each other. So I will have 1 responsive display ad with 14 images, 3 videos, create a second responsive display ad, keep the ad copy exactly the same, the final URL exactly the same, and all I'm doing is updating the images and the videos. So we're just looking for different visual assets to see what's performing better when people are seeing our responsive display ads. We're going to keep our ad copy exactly the same. Our final URL is exactly the same for these 2 advertisements. The only difference is the visual assets. So what you would do is you would take these 2 advertisements. So we have 2 running. We're going to copy these and paste them just like we did before. So that's going to duplicate these 2 ads. And then coming back over here, I then optimize my landing pages by taking my other landing page variation and for my 2 new advertisements. So for those 2 that I just duplicated these. So for the 2 new ones that I just pasted, I'm just updating the final URL for those 2 advertisements. So we're running a total of 4 advertisements per ad group in our Google Display Ads campaigns. So hopefully that makes sense. You're essentially running 2 versions of your responsive display ads that are testing the visual assets. And then you're also going to duplicate those and you're going to test the landing pages. So you have 4 ads per ad group. What Google Ads is going to do is they're going to serve your top performing advertisements. So if you're running one responsive display ad here, there's no testing at all going on. Your campaign is just all focused on that one responsive display ad. If you're running 4 responsive display ads with different visual assets, with different landing pages, you're able to essentially test which landing page is performing better and which visual assets are performing better. Now, what you might want to do is go into your settings and change your ad rotation to rotate evenly for a week or 2, depending on how much you're spending. If you have a very high budget campaign, your testing will happen very quickly, but you want to make sure that all of your ads are getting data, because let's just say all 4 ads spend $100, and let's say one of them drives 39 conversions, one of them drives 6 conversions. So obviously you have a clear winner here. Google Ads is going to stop serving the one with 6 conversions once you set your ads back to optimize. So 1 and 2, optimize your landing pages, optimize your display ads, specifically your responsive display ads. And then what you can do is upload standard display ads as well. Now, to me, it's not a necessary step to upload standard display ads. At least create responsive display ads. I think they're much easier to work with. They create a bunch of different ad variations for you. And what you're looking for is the top ad variation that's going to lift your campaign. So that's going to bring us to number 3. Number 3 is optimize your targeting. Now, if I'm running one display ads campaign, and let's say I have my ad groups here, what I will generally do is separate my ad groups so that one of them is all of my data. So using your data segments, specifically if you can create buyer segments, because then you have a bunch of people that have actually purchased from you before, and you can target these similar audiences that are based on your data segments that are built on buyers. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's say you have a total of 5,000 sales over the last 2 months. You can say, okay, I want to take everybody who has purchased from me and I want to create that as a data segment. What's going to happen is Google Ads is going to create similar segments based on your buyers, and you can actually target people with your advertisements who are very, very close lookalikes to people who are purchasing from you already. The other thing to understand is, are segments converting or not converting? Now, you may want to separate out your data segment campaigns from campaigns that are running in-market segments, custom segments, similar segments. So sometimes you can run 2 different Google Display Ads campaigns, understanding that you're going to see the best data from your data segments, which is remarketing. It's just another way to say remarketing. So people who are visiting your website, people who are on your customer list, people downloading a mobile app, people watching your YouTube videos. If you're using all of that data, you're going to get the best possible targeting for your Google Display Ads. So if we come over here, I've done a ton of videos about Google Display Ads remarketing and all the different audience segments. So I will put that in the video description so you can easily watch any of those videos if you have any questions. Now, what I would recommend doing is if we come in here to my one ad group and we come over here to audience, what you're going to see, and this is why sometimes I will separate out my campaigns, run a remarketing campaign, and then run a campaign focused on other audience segments outside of my remarketing audiences. So if we come over here to edit audience segments, you can see I'm targeting an in-market audience, home furnishing, so people who are actively researching and purchasing home furniture. And then I have a custom segment, farmhouse furniture, so people who are actually searching different farmhouse furniture keywords. So you can create your own custom segments very easily. Down here at custom audience segments, when you're building a campaign, create a custom segment here, choose people who search for any of these terms on Google, and add a bunch of relevant search terms based on whatever it is you're advertising. So we're going to click on cancel here. We're going to click on cancel again. So I have these 2 audience segments along with a similar segment, along with website visitors segment. So if we do show table, what you're going to see is most of my clicks are all coming in through the in-market segment and this custom segment. So you're seeing most of my clicks there. I'm getting some from my similar segment and some from my all users segment. So what you may want to do is create 2 separate campaigns, one based around your data, one based around other segments that are not people who have interacted with your business before, with the understanding that your target CPA is going to be better for a remarketing campaign than it will be for another campaign. Now, the other thing that you can do is do it just like I did here, and then you go over to the settings for your ad group. So I'm within my ad group right now. You go to the settings for your ad group, and then what you want to do is edit ad group targeting, and you want to make sure you have optimized targeting turn on. So if we scroll down here, you want to make sure you turn optimized targeting on, because what that's going to do is going to help you find more people beyond your targeting signals. But what Google Ads does is it uses your targeting signals, such as your data segments, such as similar segments, such as custom segments, your landing page and your assets to find people that are likely to convert that are outside of our actual targeting. So some different options you have as far as targeting. So a few different things you can do: create separate campaigns. You can also, if within your campaign, you can create different ad groups. So create one ad group that is your custom segment, click on save. And then all you need to do, just like we duplicated the advertisements, take this ad group. We have our 4 responsive display ads running in this ad group already. So that's when you want to duplicate your ad group. Copy it, paste it, and then look at different segments, whether you want a different ad group with an in-market segment, another ad group with similar segment, another ad group with your data segments. What you can do over time is choose to pause specific ad groups if you're noticing that they're getting the most clicks, impressions, cost data. If you're seeing one ad group is performing better than another, if you're seeing one ad group isn't getting enough clicks, then pause some of the ad groups that are getting all of the clicks, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to give Google Ads data, because what's going to happen next is we're going to optimize our bids and conversions. So we can optimize our bidding by giving Google Ads data. So if we have 4 different ad groups here with 4 different sets of targeting, and Google Ads knows, okay, the custom segment is outperforming every other ad group, we're going to continue to focus on that targeting and that targeting group. And we're going to keep running more of the campaign towards this ad group because that's what's driving conversions. So number 4 is optimize your bids and your conversions. So when I say optimize your conversions, make sure you're properly measuring your KPIs. You may have multiple key performance indicators. Maybe you have a conversion for add to cart. Maybe you have a conversion for purchases. Maybe you have a conversion for somebody who signs up and books an appointment, or somebody who fills out a lead form. So make sure you're optimizing for the main conversions that you want to see happen for this campaign. Don't optimize for 10 different conversions, but if you have an add to cart conversion, and let's say you give that a value of $1 every time someone adds something to a cart, that's a $1 value. And then you can also say, okay, let's use our purchases as well. And we're going to actually import our value from every single purchase into Google Ads. So that's all really important. And you're allowed to use different bid strategies, specifically smart bidding strategies that optimize for your conversions. Now with a display campaign, what I would recommend doing is go into your tools and settings, and then under measurement, go into your conversions. Make sure you're using data-driven attribution for your conversions. So if we come back over here, you can see my conversion action right here, an affiliate click. We click on the details for this conversion. You can edit your settings and use a data-driven attribution model, which is actually going to take into account every single click from your campaign, every single click from your Google Ads campaigns, to understand how conversions happen for you. So is somebody clicking on a display ad once and then a search ad and then they're converting? That gives you more data about every single click that somebody takes on a path to conversion on your website. And Google Ads will actually give that display click some level of value so that they know, okay, these clicks aren't leading directly to conversions, but they are the click before the next click that generally leads to a conversion. So data-driven gives you more data along the way. You're not just looking at the very last click, you're looking at all of the clicks on the path. Now, if we come back over here as well, and we're looking at our campaign, we go into our settings. What you really need to do when you're creating a display campaign, use a marketing objective of sales or leads. So you're using conversion tracking. You want to focus on sales or leads depending on what it is that you're driving. Then you have your goal here. So your goals, so you want to make sure you're using this campaign specific goal setting so you're optimizing for your main conversion here. Now, last but not least, your bidding. So I have a target CPA bid strategy for this campaign. If I just click on change bid strategy, you should always be focused on conversions or conversion value. So conversion value, obviously, if you actually have a store, you're selling products, you're able to import your price and your revenue data into Google Ads. You can optimize for conversion value, whereas leads, you're going to optimize for conversions. And then what you can do is focus to automatically maximize conversions, or if we go to conversion value, you can set a return on ad spend and say, okay, I want a return on ad spend of 300%. Click on save, and then what you're trying to do is just improve what you're getting out of your campaign. So number 4, optimize bids and conversions. So that's going to bring us to number 5, optimize where your ads appear. Are specific placements not converting? Are you targeting content and audience segments together? So one of the things that you can do is once you start getting more and more data for your campaign is you can come over here to content. So we're going to continue. We're not going to save our changes. come over here to content, and you can actually target topics, or you can target placements, or you can target display and video keywords. Now, Google Ads recommends choosing one of these three options as far as content targeting. And what they're going to do is they're going to take your audience segments into account. So if I'm targeting, let's say, for example, a custom segment for people who are searching for farmhouse furniture, I can incorporate topics and say I want people to only see my ads when they're on a page about home and garden. So I like using topics or display and video keywords. So if you're entering display keywords here, they could very much match your search keywords, your SEO keywords. You could click on the plus sign here and import your keyword list, because what you're looking for are keywords that match specific websites or YouTube channels or mobile apps, so that people are actually seeing things about the topic that you're advertising. So it's similar to topics, except what you're using are contextual display keywords. So if, for example, I just enter a keyword here, sports, then my ads may show on ESPN. So you're trying to find similar websites to the display and video keywords you enter here, and topics would be the same as well. Now you can target individual placements, but keep in mind if you start adding placements, it's going to limit your campaign to the placements you set. So if you have a list of 300 different websites that you want your ads to show up on, then you can add placements here. If you're going to put 2 different placements, then you're probably not going to get enough data for your campaign. So I generally focus on topics or display video keywords while I am layering in my audience targeting, my demographic targeting. All of that can be very important as you're optimizing your campaign. Now, what you can also look at is see where your ads appeared. That's where placements can be much better. See where your ads appeared. Now, in this case, this campaign ran a lot in mobile apps, but it was driving conversions. So I don't really see a huge issue with it. Gmail, Solitaire, mail.google.com, Candy Crush, Solitaire, Domino's. So you're seeing all these different mobile apps. So I'll show you how to exclude mobile apps in a minute. You really don't want your ads to only run on mobile apps, but you're going to see there's websites here too. Now, some of these websites, CostcoDeals.co, OnlyInYourState.com, OpeningHours.ca, some of these are just like those websites that have a ton of different content about random things that mean absolutely nothing, but they get a ton of traffic, because Opening Hours is probably a website about what time certain things open. So somebody might be researching, what time the local IHOP opens, and they're just going to go to this website to figure it out. So you may want to come in here and look for segments that are driving clicks, driving impressions, driving your costs up, and not driving conversions. Because then what you can do is take some of these different placements, edit, and exclude them from your campaign. Now, what you can also do is if you go into placements here, we're going into exclusions here, and then we want to set placement exclusions. If you do want to exclude mobile apps from your campaign, what you do is you come to exclusions, placement exclusions, you click here, and you're going to exclude placements. You're going to add placement exclusion, exclude from campaign, and then you want to go into your app categories here and select every single app category. So you want to select all of these different categories, click on save. You can see I already selected some of them. Go into all these different app categories, click on save, and then your ads will no longer show on mobile apps. So some different options as far as optimizing where your ads appear. Are certain placements not converting? You want to make sure you're excluding them. Exclude mobile apps if they're not converting for you. Are you targeting content and audience segments together? So I like to incorporate topics sometimes or display and video keywords along with the audience segments I'm targeting. And then you can also layer in some demographic targeting as well. So all of that is very important to make sure you're reaching the ideal customer. Now, last but not least, number 6, and this is going to be one that's really more up to you. I'm not going to have a ton of different ideas here, but optimize your offer. What's your unique selling point? Is your offer converting with other types of traffic? So are you seeing good conversions overall from your organic search traffic, from your social media traffic? Maybe you're running other types of paid ads from Facebook ads, or maybe you're running Google search ads. So is your offer converting in general? Now, when I look at mine and we come over here to Farmhouse Furniture, there's no offer on this page at all. When I originally ran the campaign, I had it as a 20% off sale. So if I'm actually running a sale where it's 10%, 20% off, whatever it may be, then what I need to do is make sure that the ads talk about the sale, make sure that's what's highlighted in the advertisements. Here's what you're saving. It's a limited time offer. Go get your furniture before the sale ends. They come in here. I want to do the same exact thing. I want a big banner up at the top here. maybe at the top of the page right here that says save X amount % up until this date. So you're trying to create some type of limited time offer, some type of reason somebody actually wants to purchase from you. What is your unique selling proposition? What are you selling to people that's better than your competitors? So I did another example here. So just search marketing software. This is kind of my go-to search to look at some different ads and click on some landing pages. So marketing software, Capterra.com, top 10 marketing software, easy to use, free tools and reviews, easily find what you're looking for. Okay, so I open Capterra, marketing software, compare product features and ratings to find the marketing software for your organization. So a really good landing page because they have top 10 marketing software for me to choose, and they have a bunch of reviews for all of them. It looks like they have some different reviews that they brought in here as well. And so it's a really good landing page because they're trying to get me to click visit website for one of these pieces of marketing software. Specifically, they probably want me to use Marketo Engage since that's what they have at the top. So these are some different landing page options and offers. Now I also click on this Zoho.com, best marketing software. Click on it, the unified marketing platform for marketing teams. Get started with your free trial. So not a bad landing page overall. To me, I would probably highlight more, increase the ROI of your marketing spend, and optimize your team productivity. Because whether you're a boss or you're the person working for the boss, you want to increase your ROI and you want to optimize your productivity. So I would probably up here at the top put increase your ROI, the unified marketing platform. So that means that's the quick selling point right at the top. Increase your ROI. That's what you're trying to get across to people. So they have the unified marketing platform for marketing teams. So they went more with the optimize your team productivity. Not a big deal. Now what they could do is run this landing page and then have another landing page and see which one performs better, like we talked about earlier, and hopefully you get people to sign up with their free trial. So coming back over here for your Google Display Ads campaigns, you want to optimize your landing pages. You want to optimize the offer on your landing pages. Your display ads, what people are seeing and clicking before they visit your landing pages. And then what you really want to focus on is who you're targeting, where they're seeing your ads, and how Google Ads is helping to optimize your campaign as well. So all of these go hand in hand. What you need to do is keep giving Google Ads different things to test, and what they're going to do is they're going to optimize your bids. They're going to try to optimize to drive you more conversions and ultimately drive you more conversion value if you're incorporating value as well. So if you have any questions about these 6 different optimizations in Google, please leave them in the comments section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.